Hey, what's going on, y'all? Dogysamich here for another episode of Georgia on the Grind, a podcast about Georgia fighting game community events. Now, I know some of y'all are going to look at this. You're going to check your notifications on YouTube and start looking at your calendars and wondering, did you miss a couple days? No, it's not Wednesday. Today is indeed Monday. But there have been a couple of events that got announced really quickly at the end of last week. And I wanted to get the information out there because they're actually happening this week, or they're going to start this week, depending on what I'm talking about. I really should have did this. I think I could have did it on Saturday. I meant to do it on Sunday. But if you don't know me, I'm the master of procrastination, and I am very lazy. So here we are on my least favorite day of the week, Monday. Let's go through all of the usual. Starting off with the past events, and there was a pretty notable past event this past weekend, which was Breakfest up in Fayetteville, hosted by Zone Breakers. The oddity of a monthly that they have that they run out of an IHOP with a pretty unique lineup of games. This time around, they had 46 people show up all together. They ran all the events except for Persona. That really shouldn't surprise anybody. As gung-ho as people were about the game, they're just not ready to come out into the wilderness and face their shadows just yet. For the other 6 events though, all of them either had, ironically, 4 entrants, 9 entrants, or they were Ultimate, and Ultimate had 31. Needless to say, good amount of people were able to get over there, get their stack, get their game on, and have a good time at Fayetteville. Let's move on to what's happening this week. Gonna throw the two, I don't want to say, well, one of them is a staple, but the 2 static entries out there real quick. First and foremost, since this is Monday, I do not have any factual information that says 404 is going to happen this week, because Greg usually puts his information out Wednesday at the latest, sometimes Tuesday. But there is nothing that says that 404 wouldn't happen in any capacity this week. So I'm going to make a gross assumption and just say, yeah, it'll happen. Just got to keep your ears to the streets. Again, going to give you the link to the 404 webpage as usual. And just keep an eye out for when the calendar gets updated for this week for the events that you're looking for. And you should be all right with that. The other event that you should already know about at this point, Data FGC is back with +2 on block. 2 days for a local, this Saturday, the 7th, and this Sunday, the 8th. On Saturday, they're going to have Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Strive, KOF 15, and Melty Blood Type Lumina. Sunday, and only on Sunday, all by itself, they're going to have Ultimate. This is coming out of the Contenders Esports Cumberland. Again, I guess I should have looked this up to see if Cumberland is a title that you give to a building, a center, or whatever. But it is in Smyrna. I think that's on the northwestern side of Atlanta, somewhere around there. Still Atlanta enough. So, for the 2 events that I was scrambling to put this podcast together for, first and foremost, is not just an event, it is a season. Esports Arena has come back around, and as a company, they have announced their new season, Esports Arena in person, season 1. It's going to run from May 2nd, which is today, through June 28th. And it's going to have 5 events in total. You really only care about 2. Ultimate and Guilty Gear Strive. The other 3 aren't fight games. We don't worry about that around here right now. Still don't really have any information about Ultimate. I'm still convinced Ultimate hasn't happened at ESA in Atlanta. But Strive has a good amount of details that I've been able to pick up from a thread. And I'll give you the link to the thread because you kind of need it for the details. Strive is apparently going to be happening on Wednesdays under the title of Wednesday Night Fights. Now, I don't know if this is in junction with the Wednesday night fights that most of us fighting game players know, but it is Wednesday night fights. The thread specifically said that you can come compete every Wednesday for a local prize pool and a slot in next week's Series E tourney with a prize pool of $500. Again, I'm stressing this very heavily. I'm going to give you the link to the thread because this is all the information that I have seen. So if you're interested in this, you're going to have to do some fishing as well. For this season, though, it has been advertised that there will be prizes for first place, top 3, top 8, top 16. First place is going to get a custom jersey. Top 3 is going to get a season shirt. I'm assuming that's a Esports Arena season shirt. Top 8 is going to get a season patch. And top 16 will get a season pin. Again, since money was mentioned earlier, this should be including local prize pools on top of this as well. So it's not like you're just trying to play for a jersey. I'm looking at my notes, so I have to say this the third time. Details are strung out in this thread that I'll link to you. And a really important note, probably the most important thing for the Atlanta branch. The general manager specifically said that Tekken Thursdays will still happen. So with how everything is formatted, that makes me believe that Tekken is not going to be affiliated with the season, which is why it's not on the flyer or anything. But if you're a Tekken player, which that's who's given the most business to Esports Arena so far in terms of fighting games, know that Tekken Thursdays are still supposed to be a thing. And of course, just mentioning Tekken leads me to the next event, really any event that happens in the state, because like I've said time and time again, if you have an event, it's probably going to have Tekken 7 and it's going to have Ultimate. And guess what? At the Gateway Center Arena this weekend, the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup is going to be going down. And they're going to have pickup tournaments for those two games. Now, the tournaments for Tekken 7 and Ultimate are going to be ran by surprise Zone Breakers. They have not announced any start times yet. They have not announced any prizes just yet. They're to be announced, but they have said that the tournaments will be happening and that as long as you are in the event, or actually in the arena, you know, because how do I word this? It's an event. You have to get tickets to get into the event, which the tickets are still on sale. But if you are attending the event, the tournaments will be free. I took a quick look at the prices. They're like, I think $15 a day. Nothing too terrible. So, you know, maybe keep an eye out on the Zone Breakers social medias to see what prizes are going to be presented. I don't know if they're prizes just from Zone Breakers or from the other companies that are affiliated with the event, but if it's something you're interested in, or maybe you're just looking to see what's happening with the Commissioners Cup, might be a good reason to head over to the Gateway Center Arena this weekend. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Again, sorry if this one's a little scrambly. Actually, I think it's better except for like the one stutter I had in the middle. Maybe one day I'll sit down and actually script out what I'm going to say. I'm not. That's above my pay grade right now. Haha. But as always, thanks for hanging through this 9 minutes so far of me ranting and raving and rambling about some events that are going down in the state. If anything is to arise before next week, or I don't even want to say next week, next time, because I don't know, I might do another one this week. Who knows? I'll try to be good for it. I don't want to say, I'm going to be good for it, because, I still have to get a system for this and everything, but still working the kinks out. Been pretty good so far. But yeah, I wasted enough of your time. If you're up in the Atlanta area for any of these 4 events, for 404, for Esports Arena, for the pickup games at the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup, or for +2 on block, can go get your games in and have a good time. And if not, keep your ears open and hopefully I can give you some information that seems a little interesting to you, something that might make you want to tread out of your domain. But until then, be easy, yo. Peace.